The International Monetary Fund has approved a £12.6 billion financial package for Ukraine, Reuters has reported. The executive board agreed to spread the funding over 4 years to meet Ukraine's needs in defending itself against Russia's invasion. The loan is Ukraine's biggest since Russia's invasion last year and the first major package approved by the IMF to a country involved in an active conflict. President Joe Biden's administration has condemned the arrest and detention of a U.S. journalist in Russia on suspicion of spying. Russia's security service opened an espionage investigation into Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, 31, yesterday, a crime that carries a jail sentence of up to 20 years in Russia, and a court quickly ruled he would be kept behind bars pending its results. The Wall Street Journal strongly denied the allegations, which the White House press secretary called ridiculous and unacceptable. Karine Jean-Pierre said at a news briefing, "These espionage charges are ridiculous. The targeting of American citizens by the Russian government is unacceptable. We condemn the detention of Mr. Gershkovich. This is the first time a U.S. correspondent has been detained on spying accusations since the Cold War." Western political analysts speculated Moscow could seek to barter Mr. Gershkovich in a prisoner swap with Washington or use him as diplomatic leverage. At least 9 Russian missiles have destroyed homes and vehicles in the northeastern Ukrainian city of Kharkiv, according to the regional governor. The rockets, thought to be S-300 anti-aircraft, struck the area late last night, injuring 3 civilians, Ola Senegubov said this morning. Russia has been launching drones and missiles against a wide variety of vital infrastructure targets for several months. The missiles were launched from the southern Russian region of Belgorod, the governor said. Vladimir Putin has signed a decree to conscript almost 150,000 Russians between April 1 and July 15. They are unlikely to be sent to Ukraine in the short term for fear of raising domestic social tensions like those which followed the winter deployment, according to the Institute for the Study of War. The think tank said such a move would limit Moscow's ability to train reservists and volunteers who could actually fight this year. This comes as Ian Stubbs, a UK military advisor, estimated 30,000 Russian fighters have been killed or wounded in its attempt to capture Bakhmut in exchange for just 25 kilometers of territory. The astounding levels of incompetence in Russia's military leadership that have eroded Russia's military reputation are clear for all to see, he told the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe on Wednesday. He added, reports suggest that the Russian military and Wagner Group urgently need to replenish personnel and munition stock. ISW experts believe the Kremlin may coerce 2022 conscripts into signing military contracts to bolster its forces on the battlefield. China is ill-placed to mediate between Ukraine and Russia because it does not distinguish between aggressor and victim, the European Union's top diplomat has said. But Josep Borrell said China should use its influence over Russia to pressure for peace. His comments follow calls made by the Spanish PM today for President Xi Jinping to accept Volodymyr Zelensky's invitation to Kiev and to engage in talks over the Ukrainian leader's peace plan. Mr. Borrell told a panel in Madrid that Mr. Zelensky's plan was the only one on the table. It would see Ukraine restored to its pre-2014 borders before Russia annexed Crimea. Beijing put forward its own peace plan last month and called for a ceasefire, but the U.S. sees any ceasefire as an opportunity for Russia to regroup its troops. Wimbledon announced plans today to lift its ban on Russian and Belarusian players competing in the tournament, on condition they do so as neutral athletes. They will be prohibited from accepting funding from the two nations, displaying associated flags or symbols, or expressing support for Russia's invasion. Ukraine's foreign minister has branded Wimbledon's decision to allow Russian and Belarusian players to compete as immoral. Dmytro Kuleba urged the UK to deny the athletes visas to enter the country. Has Russia ceased its aggression or atrocities? No, it's just that Wimbledon decided to accommodate 2 accomplices in crime, said Mr. Kuleba in a statement.